Good morning, neighborhood community.
Good morning.
So we got our bolster pillows, is that what you call them?
Well, that's what I call them.
They're
Comfort spas.
comfort, I think they called them reading pillows or something like that.
Reading pillow. That's what it says.
By Joey's room. How you doing?
Uh-huh.
So anyway, we got one for me and one for Mom because it's kind of hard, I miss my reclining bed for that reason. So, but you could see it's kind of like, So, it says to shake vigorously for 5 minutes. Ready?
You're going to have a heart attack doing that,
Is that vigorously?
I suppose.
Has it been 5 minutes?
No.
How about now?
Gee. No patience. It also says I can put it in the dryer.
With tennis balls. We don't have tennis balls.
We have a couple of cats.
You have any balls we could put in there?
Afraid not.
Okay, I'm done. Look, it did work. Somewhat.
Alrighty. That's nice.
I'm going to bed now.
Bye-bye. Oh boy, what a day. I spent most of the day in front of my desk trying to deal with all kinds of stuff. I was making reports about the delivery people, making sure I had all the documentation. Spent a couple hours doing that, and I'm still trying to get my mother a doctor here in town, which isn't really that much trouble. It was just paperwork and a questionnaire that I had to get filled out with my mom, who doesn't remember anything. So I had to try to go online, see if I could answer some myself through her old medical company, which is Kaiser Permanente. And did manage to get all that, so all that is ready to go. Val has a migraine today. We tried to get her migraine medication, and we had a huge monster run around at the doctor's office. Ended up having to call the patient's, what is it called, advocacy department, and complain, and it was just an ugly mess. And now, of course, I'm going to get the prescription. They were trying to deny it, and they said, well, you have to come in to see the doctor to get this prescription for your migraines, and we don't care if you're suffering from a migraine right this moment, you got to come in. So that was the issue. Of course, we had other issues with her medication as well this week. Her one medication that we constantly can never get on time, again, wasn't called in on time. If you, in this town, this area, if you call the medication in on a Friday, Saturday, or Sunday, there's nobody there to take it. So Monday or Tuesday they might find it. So if you're going to run out by Sunday, which is what basically happened, you're not going to get it. And the only way you can get it is if you call and call and call and call and call and call. Complain until you finally somebody who's just tired of talking to you gets you the prescription, which is how I deal with things. Terrible but true. So squeaky wheel, I suppose. What else was the big problem? Trying to get my credit fixed through a company. I'm having trouble getting a hold of them. I'm still paying them on a monthly basis to do credit repair, but I can't get a hold of them. They won't talk to me. So I don't know why. Checks aren't bouncing. So what's the other thing I have to do? I'm still trying to get my my mother's phone onto my phone bill it's just impossible to get a hold of people at Verizon. It's just a monster problem. So I like to do things online. You can't do anything online with Verizon. So they keep asking for things that you possibly set up when you were when you first signed on. You were told to set up a 4-digit PIN number. Like you're ever going to remember that unless you use it every day. So I get online and says, "What's your PIN number?" And so I didn't even know I had one. So that's it. You're done. You don't get to talk to anybody. You don't get to get any further on the internet. So yeah, it's been one of those kind of months, you know, because kind of hoping 2021 was going to be a happier, cheery time. And right now it seems like everything that we've attempted to do has been corrupted in some way, usually by the companies that we're trying to deal with. Just really, everybody's trying to take advantage nowadays. So let's see if I get anywhere. People are asking me about suing the companies that delivered my mom's furniture, and I spoke with somebody about that, and I cannot. Basically, I signed a contract with them, basically telling them that whatever they want to do. And there were certain things when they jumped up the price. They did it when they know I was unable to make a decision. The first time they jumped up the price, I was trying to get on an airplane with my mom. So I just said, okay, there's nothing I could do. And then the next time they jumped up the price, you have to realize that they have your stuff. And they were arrogant and rude, and I fought with them, which could be very well be why my mother's furniture got all damaged, because they decided they didn't like me. And then it jumped up again when they delivered it. So again, what can you do? And they called me at 10 at night and said, "This is your options. Take one. You have no other options, or we're just going to shove your stuff into a lockup somewhere, and maybe we'll tell you where it is until you pay us the money." And what do you do at that point? They've got your stuff. You call the police, they're not going to help you. You signed for that, to be treated that badly. I'm rambling, so talk to you later.
Hi.
Hi, how are you?
That's a loaded question. I'm okay now. I have a headache right now I'm dealing with. I had to fight with the doctors again today. I'm finally getting my computer and my printer working together. I woke up at 2:30 this morning and I wanted to do some work. So I got my printer, my computer out, and I have to print all of these things. Redo them since, can you hand me that? Since I have changed to director. So, that looks good, right?
Mm-hmm.
It was this one. Now it's going to be this way and a little bit bigger. Since I have become director. So I'm redoing a lot of stuff. And Kevin got it all set up for me to do it after a whole day of fighting with everything, because the other printer is what I was going to use and it didn't work. So he finally got this all working. I get up at 2:30 this morning, couldn't sleep, so I was going to start working. My computer wouldn't turn on. I couldn't help but to laugh until I first peed my pants, and then I started crying.
You crying because you peed your pants or because you couldn't get the computer to work?
I don't know. I was just so over everything at that point. Because, mind you, my medications have been messed up for days.
Uh-huh.
So that wasn't helping any. And then I had to talk to... Kevin had to call and get a refill on my migraine medication. And I get a phone call saying I have to go see the doctor in order to get a refill. Like, no. There's
I
no
have a
way
migraine.
I could drive 40 minutes to go see you. I have a migraine. I'm passing kidney stones. And I have another thing going on, which is a little TMI. So and then I tell her, I said, you know, this is ridiculous. I said, we call in on Friday to get my Klonopin, and it doesn't get filled until Monday or Tuesday, and I'm a day without that, and blah, 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 blah. She says, we got your request for your refill on the 15th, and we filled it on the 16th. And she says, and I'm not going to argue with you about that. So Kevin took the phone, and he says, we're getting nowhere with you, and I'm not going to continue this conversation. And he hung up on her. So I called back and left a message, and I said, I want to speak to my doctor, and my doctor only. I don't want to talk to any nurses, because nobody there knows my case. My doctor assured me that this was not going to be an issue, and it's been an issue every single month. And I'm tired of it. So at that point, we called patient advocacy, or however you say that. And, well, we
Got a prescription.
Laid it all out. And the nurse that Kevin hung up on called me back, and we got our prescription. But they don't seem to understand. I have an aversion to doctors because nobody wants to help me. They blame it all on my psych meds. You need to go off your psych meds. Okay, you want me to go off my psych meds? I'm going to come live with you. Because I ain't going to live with my husband if I'm off my psych meds. I'm going to come live with the doctor. I'm going to come live with the nurse. I'm going to go live with whoever it is that wants me off my psych meds. Now, they tried to send me to a psychiatrist up at Dartmouth, and they denied me. My psych meds are not right, guys. They haven't been adjusted since we've moved here.
Over 3 years.
Except for the one time that the doctor tried to take me off of one of them and screwed my whole system up that I still, to this day, have problems with. But anyway, I couldn't stop laughing because it was just so overwhelming with everything. At 2:30 this morning, I stood here on the side of my bed, leaning over my bed, laughing so hard, I peed my pants.
I'm glad you didn't throw the computer out the window or something.
I slammed it down on my bed because I knew it wouldn't hurt it because my bed is soft. And after I peed my pants and changed and cleaned up, I sat down here and I turned it back. I opened it back up, and I tried again, and I tried again, and I tried again. And then you heard me, and you came out.
Mm-hmm.
I was done. But as you can see now, it is working. So that was my day, guys. How was yours?
I don't have any time for my day. So say goodnight.
Say something.
Something.
How was your day?
It was interesting. I did a whole thing in the truck, so you don't need to hear from me.
Okay. Okay. So, guys, Angel's still got a sore throat, so I'm not going to have her howl. So we're just going to say hugs, kisses to you all. Thanks for stopping by, and we'll see you tomorrow.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.